Welcome to Daytime Buffalo, AJ Croce. I'm so excited to talk to you. You're going to be coming to Buffalo performing at Kleinhan's Music Hall on February 14th, a Valentine's Day show. Tell me all about what our viewers can expect.
It's a show for lovers, I promise you. There's some beautiful songs. It's so much fun, and it's so alive, this music. And the band is amazing. In fact, we have a native of Buffalo, my drummer, Gary Malaber, who's a legendary musician who's been on countless albums from Steve Miller Band and Van Morrison and Joe Walsh and Peter Frampton. And so it's a homecoming for him. And it is just a really fun show, and everything going on behind us is really entertaining and different every night. Our show is different every night because audience helps decide what they want to hear. They're shouting it out, and it's just fun to do it that way.
Yeah, now this is all in honor of your father, right? Jim Croce?
Yeah.
Tell us
Yes.
about what it's like to carry out on a legacy like this and be able to perform in honor of him.
Well, it's an honor. And as you say, it really is being able to celebrate, his legacy in music in performance is a real gift for me. I've worked behind the scenes for many years, and of course kept that separate from my own music career. But with this, I'm really able to take all of the several decades of my touring experience and performance and really apply it to this music that I grew up with and love and still care so much about.
You've made a name for yourself. I mean, obviously, it's always nice because you were kind of born into this and had an ear for music, I'm sure, from an early child. But you're on top in the Billboard the charts, and you've really made your own legacy.
Well, it's not over. still, I still work and try and practice to be as great as I can be. And I grew up listening to my father's record collection. It was really diverse, and because of that, because of growing up listening to Ray Charles, and then getting the chance to, of course, tour with him and work with all these iconic artists that I love, like Aretha and James Brown and the Nevilles and so many R&B artists that I grew up playing with, and also listening to. I came about this in a very sort of natural, organic way because I started off as a piano player, first and foremost, and singer and songwriter, but came around to the guitar in my 30s. And in the process, felt an obligation to really know these songs and learn them properly and study it.
Tell me something that you learned from your father that you carry on to this day when it comes to music, writing, performing. Is there something that always sticks with you?
I think there's a lot of things that stick with me because I've analyzed this stuff since I was a kid in all different ways, at all different ages. And I think the one thing that's really unique is the story. He was such a wonderful storyteller. And while I tell stories slightly different than he told stories, there is a similarity, and it is definitely consistent with that, with his style, because um, not only was he telling stories about the songs before them as introductions and so forth, but in the songs he made heroes out of everyday people, and I think that is what has helped the songs endure, is that they're universal.
Now, you have been able, like you said, to tour and work with the best of the best in the industry. I mean, BB King, Ray Charles,
Mhm.
like you've worked with some big names as a multi instrumentalist yourself. Where do you see, or what more do you want for your career?
Oh, there's so much that I would love to do. I'm just about to, as this leg of the tour ends, we'll get about a month, and in that time, I'll record a new album of original music with Shooter Jennings out in Los Angeles, and we'll come back on the road and do this. And then in the summer, I'll be playing festivals and doing my own stuff. My album will come out later this year, so um, look for that. But this year's really still dedicated to this tribute to my father's music in which he plays Croce, um, and it's really fun. Down the road, I have so many different collaborations I would love to do and to be a part of, and it's just part of learning. You know, everyone approaches music differently, and being able to collaborate allows you to learn from other great creative people.
And let's talk about your sound. Obviously, we've heard some of the people you grew up around and being able
Yeah.
to work with. You've got a lot of soul in you, I'd say.
Well, that's to me the kind of, if someone asks me what the music is, it's soul music. You know, it comes from all different places, and there's all kinds of soulful music in different genres. But if it's not soulful, then I'm not inspired to play it. And my father's music was so soulful and deep in a lot of ways, and funny too. It could be entertaining as well as emotional. And so one of the things that I think people are surprised about when they come and see the show is just that uh, there's so much energy, and part of that is just that we love to perform. I love to perform, and improvisation, as you mentioned, the artists that I've performed with and worked with over the years. Improvisation was always a part of it. Growing up playing jazz and blues and soul and R&B music, um, it was critical to be able to, you know, respond quickly and in the moment. And I think that is really prevalent in the show, not just with me, but with all the players. And so it's so much fun for us that I look forward to every show.
Beautiful. It sounds like it's going to be an amazing time. Viewers, if you would like to go out, AJ Croce will be performing at Kleinhan's Music Hall on February 14th for the special Croce Plays Croce 50th Anniversary Tour in honor of the memory of his late legendary father, Jim Croce. If you would like to get tickets, you can visit ajcrocemusic.com. Thank you so much and good
Thank
luck.
you.
AJ Croce is coming to Buffalo this Wednesday at Kleinhan's Music Hall. To purchase tickets, just head over to his website at ajcrocemusic.com/tour.